That old flag is going to keep on flying. It's been 160 years, and we honor it and respect it. And if y'all think that we're ever going to be ashamed of our ancestors, that we're going to turn our nose to those great people of the past, you're just wrong.
This is Cooter's Place. It's a museum in Luray, Virginia, founded by actor Ben Jones, who played Cooter in the hit TV show Dukes of Hazzard.
Cooter, give me that. Where you been?
I just wanted to make a big entrance.
On a sunny September day, Jones celebrated his 79th birthday with music
Sweet home Alabama.
and a big crowd of like-minded people.
I can't imagine a better way to spend a birthday.
You'd never guess that Ben Jones was a congressman around 30 years ago as a Democrat. His story takes a winding road, like the story of the Democratic Party.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm.
What you're seeing right here is the most famous car in the world and the most popular vehicle in the history of show business.
Making it away, only where they know how. And that's just a little bit more than a long while. Ain't no kidding, yeah.
Aside from saluting the show's famous car, why does Jones defend this Confederate battle flag?
Confederate flag, the symbol that is there, is first and foremost a Christian cross. If we think about that first, we'll forget all about all the hatefulness.
With regard to the Christian cross, so did the KKK wear such an emblem on their outfits, and so did they burn a cross. That is no defense. that is damnation in itself.
And has been a symbol, an international symbol for 2,000 years. You know, the flag of Scotland, the flag of any number of other places.
There's no question that Jones has strayed far from his former party, but that's not the way he sees it.
Well, I think the Democrats have clearly gone to the left and the Republicans have gone to the right. And the great middle out here is just going, oh man.
In the 20th century, the Democratic Party underwent a slow but major shift from the party of segregation to the party supported by a majority of African Americans.
Once Democrats begin to lose the more conservative element of the white vote, then it dawns on them, gee, here's this new black vote which has just been mobilized. Maybe we should begin to move in that direction. The shifting in was becoming more moderate or even more liberal. So it was no longer the very conservative party that much of the Democratic Solid South was.
Jones, who is a moderate but pro-civil rights Democrat, was right in the middle of it.
I got into politics through the civil rights movement.
I was arrested several times in sit-ins and I had teeth knocked out.
That was an appeal to conscience. And Dr. King wrote brilliantly about it, how nonviolence is vital.
Do you think the visitors at the museum are shocked to hear that you were a Democratic?
No. A lot of them were Democrats too. That's the problem with the Democratic Party.
What we certainly saw in 2016 was an awful lot of those blue-collar workers voted for Donald Trump, particularly the parts where it doesn't have much of a minority population. And you see nothing but Trump signs.
We're for the truck drivers. We're for the factory workers. We're for the poor people. We're for helping people, farmers and small business people, the things that the Democratic Party stood for. That ain't the same party. We got to keep up with the times. No, you don't. It's now. It's always now. So I'll probably vote for Trump if he can, behave himself.
Things are changing, and the Republican Party is saying, we're not changing. We're still there for you.
Oh, well, I've been part of this music for all my life.
Dukes of Hazzard has been watched all over the world. We had an enormous African-American audience, particularly in the South, because they kind of related, I think, to the Duke boys fighting the system and ball talk and all that. But they just loved the good humor of it, the good nature of it.
So don't be offended when I start picking These country boy blues. How about it, y'all?
Sometimes it is darkest before the dawn. A lot of the demonstrations that we've seen, places where the majority of people chanting Black Lives Matter are white, something that we've never seen in the country before. But Confederate ideologues, they generally don't listen. They're in an alternative universe.
So don't be fooled when I start to let loose. Well, I was lost, but I'm found in this Virginia town with a country boy blues.